Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. Amy is already out of her seat, so
Dog.
she's antsy. So what's going on?
It's a beautiful day today. Soaking up all the sun rays as possible. So being Monday, I normally don't work out until the afternoon because that's just how my work schedule is. And instead of going into the gym, I decided to do it in the garage so I can be outside with Murph and, do it here.
Aren't you so?
I did mine on my back deck.
Yeah, good for you. What'd you do?
So I did the workout, scaled like I would there.
Yeah.
But I am still having trouble with like drainage.
Mhm.
So I wanted to do it where I could hack up a lung privately.
Mm.
So I did, it was 44 double unders, 11 toes to bar, 7 squat clean thrusters, 4 rounds for time.
Did you hang off your gutter to do
Okay.
toes to bar? Or?
So I modified those to ceiling crunches, which is what I do for my back. That actually helps strengthen it. So I just took that opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I had to modify to because I don't have wall balls at my house, and it was 20.
Conveniently.
Right, it is super convenient. Apparently, Scott doesn't want me to do it on the outside of her house because it would harm her, siding, whatever. Always getting in the way of fitness. So, but today's workout was
I'll come over and super glue a circle on the side of the house.
okay.
There we go.
And a rope? Can you put a rope so I could be like Fikowski, just be out there climbing my rope?
Why don't you just use Murph? You won't hire to side of the house.
Well, yeah. So, but in today's workout, it was 50 wall balls at 30 pounds for male and 20 pounds for female. So, also conveniently, I don't have that. So, I just
remind me what program you guys are doing.
Mayhem.
My God, that's a lot of volume.
Oh, don't worry about. You forgot the 75 air squats on both sides of those wall balls.
Here's how it goes: 75 air squats, 25 push-ups, 50 wall balls heavy, 25 push-ups, 75 air squats. Sorry.
So 150 air squats on top of the 50 wall balls.
So here's how I modified. I have a 20-pound slam ball, and I was either going to do a 20-pound, do thrusters with that, or slam balls. And so I asked one of my coaches, and he said to do slam balls. So that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I got fitness in.
There we go. So Charlie, did you do anything today, or do you still burning it down?
Yeah, I modified by hitting the snooze button.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, did you take your name off of the list, or was it
never
on?
I did.
Okay.
The right day this time.
Okay, good.
But I'll be there tomorrow because Amy scares me.
Yep. Tell them what happens if you don't show up to a class that you're signed up to when I'm coaching.
You get a nice FaceTime call that somehow you can't ignore for some reason. I don't know what she's done to the computer systems, but it doesn't stop ringing.
Yep. So if you're supposed to be in my class and I have your phone number and you don't show up while everybody's getting their stuff, I just say, hold on, guys, we're going to just do a quick FaceTime. We just want to check in, make sure so-and-so athlete is okay. And I will do a FaceTime. And people never answer. But I've had some athletes tell me I show up because I'm afraid you're going to call me and I don't want to deal with that. So the Miss Accountability coach comes through.
So do you do that because you're worried about their safety or that you're trying to embarrass them?
Excuse me. I don't believe in public shaming. I do believe in accountability, though.
Except for me. She public shames me all the time.
I do. Come on.
So it depends on the athlete.
Yeah, pretty much.
It depends on the relationship I have with the athlete. I know who needs a gentle nudge and who needs a little more. Come on, dude. It's time. Travis and I had a little chat on the interwebs yesterday on the DMs.
Are you going to share?
Yeah. He was posting a bunch of, like questions about colors and things like that. And if you noticed, all of his pictures were like this, looking up. So what advice do you think I gave him, Scott?
You always shoot selfies from on top.
Yep. Listen,
I'm
the
gonna leave
older I
that.
get, the better this angle looks.
Leave that alone. So yeah, you shamed him.
I thought I was sharing information.
You privately shamed him. You didn't publicly shame him.
That's correct.
I know that.
Yeah, if you notice at the Green Beret Project, as I was leaving the floor, I even put my phone like way
Yeah, I
up
saw
so
it.
that because Amy shames me.
I'm just looking out for you, I think.
So Corey's got a lot to do today.
Overhead walking lunge was 70. 1 or 2?
Oh, this workout's called rhabdo. I got it.
Oh, yeah, 3 rounds. Woof.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, but Corey, I am curious if that's 2 70-pounds or if that's just 1. I mean, either way, it's awful, but I'm just curious. Oh, okay. 1, but still. Woo.
I felt like I was at a yoga studio today because we took our area rug out to the back deck to shampoo it.
Yeah.
Because the weather's been nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working out on my little area rug on the back deck in my yoga pants and felt very special.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm not sure the neighbors enjoyed it as much as I did, but
my neighbors already think I'm a weirdo because I wear my weighted vest when I mow the lawn and stuff like that. So
I love that. That's high quality.
What?
Weighted vest.
Travis,
Yeah.
that's the problem, man. You're a single dude. You got to get those thirst traps up there.
Yeah, Travis. Okay, you can buy a selfie stick. That you could do that. And it's okay to be a little bit thirsty. I mean, just own it.
Well, you know what you can do? Get
What?
your Extend C4.
Yeah,
Cure that thirst.
that's right. If you're thirsty, you need some good hydration. That Extend. My personal favorite, raspberry lemonade.
Not to be confused with the other Extend if you're thirsty.
So speaking of the person that just jumped in the chat,
Yeah.
so I have all these yellow cans.
Yeah.
Because there's someone that only likes the Smart Energy. So I gave her all of my Smart Energy, and now I'm just itchy and scratchy all day.
But you're ready to lift them weights.
With some beta-alanine piping through my veins.
You should take that and then go take your blood pressure. I would seriously be curious what it is right after that.
It doesn't mess with your blood pressure.
Anytime you have, it's got caffeine in it. I mean, caffeine is going to elevate your blood
This is
pressure.
a different kind of caffeine. Smoother. It's delicious.
Okay.
So I guess what Kat is saying is I'm the muscle.
Yes, because she is the genius.
Ah.
What is that picture right there? What is she doing?
Laughing.
Oh.
She looks so much like her daughter right there.
She probably heard one of Charlie's jokes.
How did you guys feel about the outcome of the Super Bowl? Underwhelming response.
That's fine. Like, it was a great game. It just kind of deflated at the end because of the penalty and running out the clock. But I did hit 2 or 3 of my bets, so I'm happy.
Yeah. I won the coin toss, but that's about it. I mean, I didn't do any betting. I don't know.
You just said it's gonna be tails.
Yeah. And I was like, I won at the dinner table. I only watched the halftime show. What the heck just happened there, Charlie?
I don't know. Power went out.
I only watched the halftime show and then I went to bed.
Mhm.
What did you
Yeah, I
think
watched the
about?
whole thing.
What did you think about the Rihanna concert, Charlie?
Well, I am not a Rihanna fan to start with, but I thought it was fine. I actually enjoyed most of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't know.
thought it
For
was.
not being a fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if there was a point to the dancers. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Was it more about why she's pregnant? I don't know.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise, I guess. I'm reading today.
yeah.
But again, not a big fan, so don't really care.
Well, I think she said something like she might bring somebody out there with her, and then she didn't. So people are like, "I'm so glad she didn't bring somebody out there with her." And
But
then
it was
she,
the baby.
but it was the baby.
But the dancers, were they being the reason she was pregnant?
I saw something about that too. Are these?
Here's how I got pregnant. All of these guys.
Yeah. I didn't
Did
get to watch.
not get that. I just thought, man, it'd be hot to dance in a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
So as one season ends, another one begins, huh?
It does. Nice segue, Charlie.
Hey,
Do you do this for a living?
I might do this for a living. Are we excited? What are we doing here?
Well, we got a lot going on here at Clydesdale Media. It's going to be a pretty busy season for us. I am not excited about doing the Open at all after my performance today and hacking up lungs. I just have to take the pressure off myself because it's going to be an ugly, ugly performance year for me.
Listen, we don't worry about the Open anymore. We worry about quarters.
Yeah, there we go. But if you didn't see, we're actually going to cover. I'm telling people it's like Hoop Dreams meets Hard Knocks without all the swearing. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow. Right now we have 9 athletes. There's a pending 10th that I'm hoping to get. But we are following 9 athletes from the beginning of the Open all the way to the CrossFit Games or wherever their season ends, because we have athletes at all different levels that we are following. We have Sydney Mikulishin, who's a 2-time Games athlete. We have some bubble athletes like Kelly Baker and Matt Poulin, who may or may not make the games. Logan Ewing, who has all the talent in the world, who just needs to put it together one season to see what happens there. And then we have a handful of unknowns that Kat and I just witnessed at the Green Beret Project go toe-to-toe with Kelsey Keel, Christine Best, and Ashley Wozni. And we're just going to roll the dice and see how they do. So we're all different levels, plus 2 Masters athletes with Jamie Latimer and last year's CrossFit Games champion Rudy Berger in the 40 to 44-year-old division. And we're going to follow them. And what I love about it is we don't know how the story is going to end. We don't know how long it's going to go. We're just going to get to know them more intimately throughout the season so that you can root for these people along the way and kind of see how each division works through the process, because you're going to get videos of all of these people going through the process all the way from Open to wherever they finish. And I'm super stoked about it.
Yeah. I'm excited to follow the athletes and to see what their journey is. I personally, usually I get pretty nervous about the Open. Right now, I'm not feeling that nervous about it, but that's because I feel like I'm maturing as an athlete. But that's me talking about this on Monday. On Thursday, on Thursday, I'm probably going to have a freak out again. So,
listen, I'll judge you in the confines of no one being in the gym.
Okay, perfect. That works best for me.
What works best for you?
I'm the kind of person that wants nobody to watch me, but then if I do well on something, I'm like, did you see that?
Right.
When I first met Amy, she would be in the middle of workout and yell, "Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me."
Yep. I remember those days.
So I have grown.
But you're right. The minute you did something great, then you're like, "Hey, did you see that? No, because you told me to stop looking at you.
I did.
Did you see my arms on those dips? No. I had to look the other way.
I know. It's a I've been managing my anxiety for a lot of my life, and focused attention is sometimes difficult to manage. Rudy is a good dude.
Yeah,
You know why?
And so is Lynette.
Well, you know what's awesome is that he lives in Columbus, Ohio. Specifically Powell, Ohio, which is where Scott and I live.
And we're actually going to film him live. He is and Kat is going to film some of the athletes live in southeastern Pennsylvania. But Rudy, we're going to go over and film him every week. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good show. He's lucky I'm hurt.
Well, and what I love about Lynette, like when we had him on, Amy and I interviewed him, and he talked about everything Lynette does for him. So much so that when I asked him if he was willing to do this, he gave me Lynette's number and said, just talk to Lynette. She'll tell me where to be. And that is how it's going.
Hey, you got to have a person sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, Amy, you're busy during the open because Shred does such a big kind of hoopla thing with it. But this Saturday at 11 is when we're filming him for the first time.
Okay. I'll see what you and I can touch base, but that's good to know when that's happening. So.
Yeah. And Charlie, you're welcome to drop in too. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She always gives the best advice.
So I'm going to assume positive intent, Scott. I appreciate that, Javier. I do. I'm doing a good job. I've really grown with managing my anxiety.
Yeah.
And that's interesting.
I'm struggling with mine, so I've taken over.
You've taken over the stress, anxiety?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the recovery from this surgery is not going as I had thought it would.
That was the wrong
it's making me anxious.
What was in that blue container is the real question.
It was Scott's drink. It was Scott's drink, and it was just not the
Had a
same.
little vodka in it.
No, it was just he has a different flavor in his stuff than I do. So it just was a surprise.
Mm.
Yeah. Scott's got something special in his.
Yeah, he does.
Because I don't know if you know this.
People probably get confused about this.
This is Amy's special episode.
It is?
This is episode 420.
That is a good number. That's a good number.
Is it really 420?
Well, there's a lot of episodes we never numbered.
Right.
So the truth is we've done about 700 episodes, but officially this is episode 420.
It's a lot of episodes.
Because we didn't number any of the semifinal athletes from last year.
Okay.
That was 110.
Yikes.
We don't number the weight loss journey episodes. We don't number the mindset ones, the music ones.
The first one.
The first one. It was numbered though.
Oh, okay. So we still count that one.
We still count it. It just doesn't exist anywhere on the interwebs.
Good. We don't want to go find our old episodes from the old times.
Listen, they can go to the Green Beret episodes we did, and that was basically the same. Amy and I not know what we're talking about.
Still a lot of the time.
Kids singing in the background.
Just join in on any episode to hear Amy and Charlie not know what they're talking about.
Hey, but we're getting along.
I've listened back to a couple of those. I think you guys did awesome. I think you guys are beating yourself up for no reason.
Yeah, Charlie.
For not having names or workouts, you did really well.
Weights or number of lanes that anyone was in.
Well, we just have fun, Charlie and I, bantering and talking about CrossFit. So, I mean,
don't even really know what state it was in. I mean, what are we going to do?
I think it was Delaware or it was Philadelphia. I mean, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
I mean Pennsylvania.
The Iron Games we were watching.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Amy has let Murph out 6 times during this episode, and we're only 20 minutes in.
Because he wants to just talk to me, or he does this thing. He's been nudging me this whole time because he eats every day at 4 p.m. Just so you know, it's 2:51. He thinks it's time to start eating. So he's nudging me and bothering me.
Maybe he is enjoyed 420 and now he's hungry for snacks.
Right. I mean, Charlie and I can talk a lot about nothing.
Those episodes are coming soon. Don't you all worry.
Yeah, when Charlie's laid up from recovering from surgery, maybe we can do that.
Yes.
Charlie, let's talk about there's something happening at your house for the next 21 days. A member of your household has been sent away.
A dog has been sent to boarding school.
Frank the Tank has gone.
The Tank has gone, and he better come back as if he was in the military.
Yikes. See, I also think that the big part of dog training, though, is training the owners.
Correct.
So is there going to be a class that you guys have to pass?
There will be.
Okay, good.
After he comes back.
Okay, good.
Which I'll be laid up, so he needs to not pull my walker down the street.
Yeah.
But it's good times.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll work on training my dog. Okay, see, right now he's scratching the door because he wants to come in to tell me it's time to eat when it's not. Scott,
Yes.
You're on mute.
Yes. Judy, I have a middle son who does the same thing.
Yeah, my dog is a jealous dog. The minute I hug my wife, he is all over us. And he is upset that he is not involved.
Yeah. It's a hard life being such great companions, huh?
And Javier says, show him the clock and tell him no. I bet you could train a dog to read a big clock.
I do.
No
I
joke.
bet you could. I mean, I bet there could be some serious training, but he is.
When the big hand's on the 4, Murph.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
When he gets out of his Cheech and Chong van.
Can I tell you guys the cutest joke a kid? I think you guys saw it, but I'll tell it on here because it's funny. The cutest joke the kids at school have been telling me. They'll say, "Hey Charlie, what's your name?"
Charlie.
"What's this?"
A nose.
What am I holding?"
Nothing.
"Charlie knows nothing." Ha ha ha. The kids love to tell me Amy knows nothing.
Listen, kids are smart.
This is
Corey,
perfect.
Public
Amy-
shaming.
I'm only halfway through my training.
Public shaming by kids.
No, it's from Elise. I wonder if your kids watch Bluey because I guess it's from Bluey. But that could be how we started, Charlie. The Amy and Charlie Knows Nothing podcast.
Oh. Then we talk about nothing.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Yep. That's cold, Amy. But saying Charlie knows nothing?
It's rude. I got shamed even more publicly than normal. To the millions and millions of people.
Bluey. I heard Bluey's the best. But I haven't seen any episodes because my kids are past it.
I haven't either. Is it Blue's Clues?
No.
No.
It's like about an Australian
Oh, I do know that guy.
cattle dog. Oh, thanks.
Oh, she's trying to. Don't try to throw us off your scent, cat. Can't have 2 hot ones on here.
Only one hot one at a time. This is why
Amy's
cat
feet.
cannot. Cat
Amy's the feet of the group.
Well, the price of eggs went up again, guys.
Better put 2 of them feet up there.
I bought 4 dozen yesterday.
Yep, we
should
bought
eat
3
eggs.
dozen yesterday. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Maybe you should buy
Gas
chicken.
came down, eggs went up.
It's crazy. Well,
I did have 10 hot ones at once, Elise,
mhm.
and I'm still paying for it today.
All right, let's talk about what movements. Any thoughts about what movements might come first? Yes, cat eggs do give people gas.
That's why she eats raw chicken on a bagel.
She just be ripping that
It's
Costco
rotisserie.
chicken, just rotisserie. Woo! Okay, let's talk about movements for the open. What first movements do you think may be seen? Do you think, okay, here's two movements I'm curious if in the open we'll see this year. Shuttle runs,
Yes.
wall walks. I say no on the wall walks.
Shuttle ones for sure. What are you counting?
So as a coach and as a father, I know my luck. I know week 1 is going to be burpees and something with a barbell. It just is, because I can't breathe. So I know it is going to take it out of me.
Definitely will not be ring muscle ups.
It will
Yeah.
not.
It will not be. Yeah. I agree with that, Scott. Something with the barbell, and
I think it'll be a dumbbell snatch.
I'm kind of tired of that. I'd rather
That's
be
why-
single arm clean and
That's why
jerk.
it's going to be on there.
Remember that one? I think it was 2018, maybe it was 19, but it was rowing, single arm clean and jerk with the dumbbell and then toes bar. I'd like that one to come back.
The big box jumps.
Remember that time when Charlie tried to do thrusters with dumbbells and knocked himself out?
No, I can't remember that time.
I do. Good times. I don't think I worked out for like 2 months. I was
For
like, let's
real?
get it. Let's go RS. Who's
There
ready?
does seem to be something always bad that happens to Charlie during the open, so I'm glad he's not doing it this year.
Yeah, last year you were in the hospital, right?
Yeah, I was. It was all my hips'
Yeah.
fault for years.
Yep, that's it. Once we get this fixed, we're gonna have no more problems. No
Nope.
more.
I'll be at the games. You'll have an insider view.
You will be.
Yeah, I'm thinking 75-pound snatch, burpees. So 75, 55 on the snatch
Yeah.
and burpees.
Bar facing.
Yeah, of course.
Wasn't that a workout?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
It was like snatches and bar facing.
Oh, but then it was muscle ups, bar muscle ups.
You got there.
Yeah.
Burpees, light thrusters, smash.
So
I guess we will find out on Thursday.
Yeah, there's that kettlebell in the equipment list that if it was a kettlebell snatch, I'd love that. I love kettlebell snatches, especially hang.
Hate those.
That's going to take some interesting judging. Because you can see local comps, you're like, that's not a rep.
Judging, smudging. It's been.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's going to get picked apart regardless.
yes, Corey, that's what I'm remembering. All right. Well, I just got my reminder that I have a appointment for my shoulder in 30 minutes.
What do you haven't done this time? Essential oil, witchcraft.
It's 420. You never know what I'll do. No,
True.
It's the 420th episode. But I don't know.
Three gummies. 3 gummies and a dry needle.
I don't know. We'll see. But last time we were doing stuff with bands.
Whoa, put those guns away.
Can't help it. I have to go get my permit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna.
Tickets.
I'm going to just slide on out of here.
Whoa.
Bye.
All right.
All right. It's the man show.
The man show, full of estrogen.
That's way too accurate, Charlie.
Yeah, right. We're working on that.
So, who do you think is going to take it on the women's side this year?
Full open, Mal.
For the Open?
Yes.
Yeah, probably right.
I think Matt's going to try to make her prove a point early. Quarters, they won't care about.
Yeah. I think Laura's going to take it at the games, though.
Depends.
Travis, if you didn't know, Charlie has to have a full hip replacement. And that comes up in 2 weeks. Next week?
Yep.
Next week. So we are burning down the hip until then.
Yep.
All the squats on, might as well just take it out.
All wall balls.
And Kat, just breaking news. Lucy Campbell is out for the season with a wrist injury.
Oh.
Do you have a source on that, Miss Kat? And don't say morning chalk up.
Because that is not a source. Strict. Yes. Corey is right.
Barbell spin. Okay, that's a reliable source.
Is it?
She is out. Yep.
Have we confirmed that they're a reliable source yet? I haven't.
So far, so good. But yeah, I love Lucy Campbell. That really sucks. I hate that. So she's one of my favorites.
Male side,
right.
Who you got?
Male side. It's kind of salt in the wound because I went toe to toe with someone in a chat this morning. I think Roman's going to win, but Adler's going to push.
Elise, how dare you? I hope you mean the actual barbell. Who'd you say?
I said Roman's going to win. Adler's going to push.
Oh, Ricky, that's an interesting one.
Ricky will be up there, but he's not. I don't think he's complete enough to win.
You don't have that top end strength that you've.
I'm not pointing out what he doesn't have, but he really doesn't have the top end strength. He has the cardio and the ability to black out, but as the weekend last year got heavier, he started falling back.
What about Lefidus? Your boy.
Leftis.
Theophanides.
He is still on suspension.
Is he? Poor guy. He could have a little.
Corey, sure. I hate boring picks. And I'm just not a fan of Justin. It's nothing he's done. He's fine. It's just not exciting for me. Roman is exciting to me. Jeff Adler, the way he has steadily increased his ability year upon year upon year is fun to watch.
Don't sleep on Saxon.
Kenneth, I'm allowed to say whatever I want. This is my show. And I'll put it to you in these terms, right? Hated Tom Brady my whole life. Nothing exciting about that dude. Yeah, he won 6 championships. I get it. He's great. maybe the greatest of all time. But I so much more enjoyed the Super Bowl yesterday with Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. That was exciting. The way that those quarterbacks make plays is completely different. Justin is that Mr. Consistency, but he's never going to hit that home run. Damn, I like home runs. Just saying.
So you're more of a Matt Frazier type of winner.
Yeah, like even though that Matt was a dynasty, at least he hit home runs and did things that made your jaw drop.
But then the last
That's
day,
all.
you're like, well, this day is not worth anything.
Right. But that's what made me love Jeff Adler. When Jeff Adler beat him in the total and talk smack, like that, that's the stuff that gets me excited.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
Ricky talked smack there.
I love smack talking.
There should be. We need a villain. Like I said last year, we need a villain. A bad guy. Like,
Who knows? Roman could be talking tons of smack. Nobody just understands what he's saying.
he should go full Ivan Drago.
Probably out there going, I must break you.
That's right.
And nobody even knows what he's saying.
If he dies, he dies. He needs a Bridget Nielsen, though, to come in there, fire everybody up. Canadian villain. Have to be somebody else.
I
Fitkowski?
like those interactions. Yeah, and like Fitkowski and Vellner can talk smack and still be friends. Like it doesn't mean you don't respect each other or you don't.
But if you threw like a monocle on Fitkowski, maybe a squirrely beard, mustache, yeah.
A scar coming down the one eye.
Yeah. And a cane.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Peanut, basically. But
so you'll never hear me pick Justin to win it because it's just not a good story to me. I'd rather see some home run hitters. Mustache Fitkowski needs to return.
Yes.
The diabolical one.
Yeah, we don't have any villains. We need a real bad guy.
Yeah, Corey, that's exactly what I was talking about with Adler. That's a smack I loved. Where he was like to Quant and Noah, like, I don't care who it is. One of us is beating this dude. We've got to. And then none of them did.
Nobody did.
But he tried. So, yeah, that's the stuff I love. I'm an old school sports guy, smack talking, prime time. That's the stuff I love to watch.
It could be Guy if he was just a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, I don't, on the testosterone version of this podcast, not sure about that, Judy, but we will take your word for it. And speaking of Mr. Adler, he is going to be on the show this Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, I think. Check the time on YouTube. It's right.
We will ask him for Judy. Do you feel like you're easy on the eyes?
Judy Reed would like to know, do you consider yourself to be a swimsuit model? Matt took everything personally.
Yeah.
You could say good morning, and he would say, he said it in a way that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
I was going to take that good morning and shove it down his throat. So, yeah. Well, with that, we've kind of talked out. And yes, I'm sorry. Jeffrey Adler, Judy Reed would like to know, are you a swimsuit model? Is that better? Okay, Corey, go for it, man.
Let's go. Put your money where your mouth is, Corey.
Make that your avatar by the next show. All right.
It needs to
Well,
be
with that,
James Newberry's new line of swimsuits.
Tariq wants to know thoughts on teams without mayhem. Well, I think the big thing is this is the week that they all have to announce. So we don't even know what is all out there. And
we did just get a team proven that looks to be pretty good.
I agree. Tola, Tim Paulson, and the toughest badass girls in the sport, Andrea Nisler and Taylor Williamson. That team's going to be tough to beat. I will also say Team Oslo, without mayhem there, they're going to be, I would put them as my favorites as of right now. This will be their third year in a row. They've podiumed twice. Now mayhem's gone. I think it's theirs to lose. But we'll see what else gets put out there. Of the teams that I've heard, nothing scares me other than the proven team that I just heard. So I think really it's Oslo, Proven, and Invictus. With Oslo and Invictus being in the podium last year, same teams coming back.
Are Keel and Woes back?
They are back without Wozni.
Where's she going?
She's going individual.
Individual run?
So Nick and Joey and Kelsey are running it back with Emil. She's a Swedish CrossFitter.
All right.
Emil. Yeah, she told me about it when we were at Green Beret. They announced it today.
We'll have to take a look at that.
And Royce Dunn is on a team this year. And they're pretty good. I don't think they would be in that top three. Travis is all in on Team Proven. I'm telling you what, man. Those dudes from Norway can CrossFit. And they're going to be really, really hard to beat. And they train together every stinking day for 3 years now. And it's going to be hard. That is very mayhem-esque.
When do you have to announce if you're doing Masters? If you make it.
I think it's how you qualify. So if you qualify for both, then you have to let them know. Yeah, Luckett, Alexis Johnson, Shaylin Laurie, and gosh, who's the other one? Yeah, they're going to be a decent team. I think there's a lot of like that 5 to 10 possibility, but man, it's going to be tough to crack that podium unless you're bringing some heavy hitters. I thought, I heard this morning, Angelo DeChico is bringing in people all from outside of Mayhem.
So
one of them is Kyra Milligan.
Oh, okay.
From Underdogs.
Yeah. Surprised she wouldn't. So Luke's trying to go individual.
Correct. Dre Strom is back. Indy.
I saw that. Won a nice little event a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's going to be a wacky season, man. We have to figure out who's where, and we probably won't know that until the end of this week.
Yeah.
But make sure you tune in this week as we start our recaps of week 1 of the Open with our 9 athletes. In addition to that, you'll see an announcement later today where the Copper Hopper, our teen division, is doing the same thing with 3 teen athletes. That will come out later today of who those athletes are. And then I meet with our adaptive team on Thursday to see what they're going to do for the season. So we're trying to cover all angles, all aspects, all divisions. With that, I think today's been enough, man.
It's
A
enough.
lot of audience participation. Thank you so much for all your questions. And we will see you later this week. Open announcement on Thursday. Judy Reed just announced that Cara Saunders just posted she is out this season. Did she give a reason on that, Judy? And is it on her Instagram? Pulling that up now. She will not be competing. She will not be participating in the Open. So, yeah, she's out completely. Wow. That opens up some spots down there in Oceania.
Couple big names out early.
All right. Yeah. So during this episode, Lucy Campbell out with a wrist injury. Cara Saunders out by choice. Who knows what else is going to get announced this week? Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time on the Clydesdale Media Roundtable.